So we ran out of time on our normal show, but we had to talk about this past college football weekend, which was super crazy. So not only did number 2 go down to an unranked team, number 8 went down to an unranked team.
5 went down
to an unranked team, right? Yep. My alma mater, Arizona State, fear the pitchfork. Better represent, better put some respect on our name. Number 10 went down. And I think, was that it? I think.
For the top 10, yeah.
So speaking of that Arizona game.
Yes.
I don't really watch college football too much, but I happen to catch the end of that
But
game.
you should. Right. You
Now,
should rectify that situation, sir.
At the end of that game, crowd celebrating, everybody's going crazy. They got the quarterback
As they should.
on the field and shit like that. Well, like they, for whatever reason, the camera cut to a shot of like this poor security guard, man. Like he's at the fence and he's like got a mob of people he's trying to hold back, and he's just getting run over. Like they just run over the fence because the fans are storming the field. And I'm like, man, I don't even know why he tried. Like it was like 20 guys and like just this poor security guard.
He was like, you know what? I don't get paid enough for this, but
no, he was like trying to he had his arms out like trying to like
you know what it probably was?
Pull back the masses.
You know what it probably was? He's probably a secret Washington fan, and he's like, you know what? Forget you guys. I'm gonna hold you back. You
right, exactly.
That's good stuff. So Arizona State beat Washington 13-7. Washington didn't even score till the fourth quarter. I mean,
they got stuffed. They got exposed.
Yeah.
Pac-12's looking out now. Pac-12.
Yeah, they said like they probably won't have a representative in the playoffs right now.
Won't have it.
So Clemson, they got beat by Syracuse 27-24. I think they said the last time Syracuse beat Clemson was when Donovan McNabb played. So I don't remember how many years this dude played in the NFL.
That had to be.
The Eric Dungy, the quarterback for Syracuse, passed for 20-32, 278 yards, 3 TDs. Just went off on him.
Once Brian got hurt, it was over.
Yeah.
And that defense didn't look like it was on firing all cylinders. They picked the wrong game to get beat.
Now another game that I was paying attention real close attention was Auburn LSU for the SEC. LSU beat Auburn 27-23. Was it their homecoming game was the week before, right? Mm-hmm. Where they got straight embarrassed.
Yeah.
And so they're like, not today, baby. Yeah. Ed Orgeron was like, trust the process.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
And dude, he has the craziest voice.
Yeah.
Danny Edling, he threw for 13-24, 206 yards, 1 touchdown. Goddamn. DJ Shark, 5 receptions, 150 yards. Goddamn. But yeah, DJ Shark returned a punt for 75 yards for a touchdown. So that was pretty amazing. Then I was watching the Red River game, Oklahoma, Texas.
Woo, man.
That game was great.
Let me tell you.
Talk about it.
All right. So, obviously, I'm not a fan of scrambling quarterbacks anymore. But I think they need to figure it out. They ran that offense entirely through their freshman. They literally ran him a lot. I mean, they really weren't throwing that well. Oklahoma just was. They couldn't put a spy on him because Texas does have some decent athletes on the outside. And so he was able to run through, drop back, nothing there. All right, keep going. He kept doing that all that game, And then, they tried to hurt my man's Mayfield. They took him out the game for a minute on a similar tile play, which wasn't even flagged. I don't know what's going on with y'all refs this week. But great game.
Dude, the refs have been screwing everybody.
Yeah. Rest of them letting some things slide. So they better keep, they want to have elite athletes still left in week 10, week 11, week 12. You might want to.
So you talking about the QB for Texas, right? Talking about he's a scrambling quarterback. Not only did he throw for 1939 for 278 yards for 1 touchdown, he was their
how many yards?
278 yards.
Oh, okay.
He was also their leading rusher. 22 carries, 110 yards, and 1 touchdown.
22 carries. That is running back numbers.
That is running back numbers.
Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I really don't understand. I really don't. Like, but if it was work, I guess you just had to do whatever you could do to win this game because it's Oklahoma. So you kind of had to.
Yeah, you got to put it out on the line.
You risking the rest of the season because somebody could take my man's out. Like, he's a running back. That guy's 230-something pounds. Like, somebody going to hit him low and end Texas season already.
Bro, did y'all see the Alabama game?
I saw the first,
Did you see the quarterback that Arkansas put out there?
The big boy.
This dude's like 6'8". He was towering over the old lineman. Like, Alabama, you know, they got some big defensive players, right? The whole game, they're hitting this dude, sliding down him. He's just like, meh. Meh.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about the game because it was a blowout, but still, that quarterback is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah,
like, if
overtime.
they can actually build that kid up, what was his name? Cole Kelly, 23 or 42 on 200 yards, 1 TD. He's massive.
He's huge.
He is massive.
These 6'8" quarterbacks.
Because he took off running the ball, and I think he had bounced it to the outside, and he got tackled. The D lineman that tackled him got hurt. Because when the dude fell, he was like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, that is a big boy, and he's a freshman.
Yeah.
A big boy.
Yeah, I mean, Arkansas is known for offensive lines too, so I mean, they found
an offensive line that could throw the ball. Like,
yeah,
that dude was massive. Now, speaking of a great game that was played like legit slobber knocker football, was a Georgia Tech Miami game down in Miami. Now, during this game, it just started literally raining in the stadium. It was a hurricane in the stadium. The mud was everywhere. And Miami ended up pulling out 25-24, but Malik Rozier? Yeah, so he went 23-37, 297 yards and 1 TD. What saved him, though, was that catch old dude had. It bounced off the defensive. It was off his helmet, right?
Mm-hmm, and off his hand.
The offensive player was falling back, and it fell into his lap, and he just like landed on the ground, just happened to catch it.
On a 4th down. That's his destiny.
And it was just like, everybody's like,
Oh.
all right, let's keep going. So, and they ended up they marched it all the way down. And this is the second game in a row they've done that.
Yeah.
Won it at the last minute, because Georgia Tech was winning that game.
Yeah.
So they're about to pull another upset. Another upset that should have happened, because I can't stand Sam Darnold, was Utah-USC.
Oh, my goodness.
USC 28-27. I think what they missed the extra point, was it?
They went for 2.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it.
I don't. Come on, Utah.
I like the call, but you need. I like the call to go for 2 because you ain't gonna win it. If they came back on you like that by 2-3 touchdowns, they're gonna beat you in overtime. But
now, speaking of overtime, Michigan, Indiana. What's up with your boys, man?
Honestly, they're overrated, bro. Because they're about to go into Penn State, and honestly, it's so funny how no one's talking about like Michigan's gonna like upset Penn State. All they're saying is they want to see what Barkley does against that Michigan defense. Because they know Michigan's offense is trash. It's super trash. But they want to see if he can run. Because Michigan still got some respect on the defense. The offense is just
I'll give him that.
Hella super weak. But like I don't know how you have a program like that and you just can't find quarterback. But so I think that
and Indiana's playing a freshman QB too.
I just couldn't. I mean, Harbaugh's. I mean, he's too conservative. That ground and pound football works. It does. In the Big Ten, really. But open it up, man. Run a damn spread. Like what are you doing? So, but I feel like everybody's just gonna be watching Barkley and seeing what he can do against that Michigan defense.
Do you think he's tied up the Heisman yet?
Because what he's doing and for what he was doing the year before, yes, I think if he can keep that team going, because that Iowa game really put him on the map, man.
Yeah.
You got my man's Love out of Stanford, who's just breaking everybody's records. But I think Barkley is the front runner, no doubt.
Let's see. My team that I've been rooting for, my bandwagon team, South Florida. Still 6-0, 3-0 in the American Conference. Beat Cincinnati 33-3. Just saying, don't sleep on Charlie Strong and they
went out. They'll go to a big bowl game, out of the Power 5.
They'll probably go to like the Taco Bell bowl game.
No. If they went out, they'll go. They because that's what Western did last year. They went out and they're the best out of Power 5 conference teams. They'll go Cotton Bowl, maybe Sugar Bowl, something like that, and then get popped. But
nah, Michigan State, your other school.
They beat my old alma mater's former coach.
Dude, the fact that they let Minnesota score 21 points in the fourth quarter to almost come back and win that game.
But Michigan State, they're ranked because they beat Michigan. When Michigan was 7th. But I don't see them really making much noise this season. There's too many big dogs. Nebraska's a big dog. Ohio State, Wisconsin. It's too many other big dogs right now.
And then the other team that I want to talk about is how Army managed to win a game without actually throwing the ball.
What's up with the military teams doing that, man? Why don't y'all throw the ball?
Hey, ground and pound, baby.
How does the Air Force only throw one pass all game and you call literally the Air Force and you don't put the ball in the air one time, my man? One time?
So I'm looking at the rankings and they're so for looks like the AP. Let me scroll up a bit. Yeah, the AP top 25. I'm gonna look at the top 10. They got Alabama number 1, Penn State 2, Georgia, TCU, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Clemson, Miami, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. I don't know why Oklahoma State keeps somehow becoming relevant. They're They're not. They got a high-powered offense, but the defense is.
Dude, so the coaches poll has on AP 25 they got Clemson at 7, Miami is 8. Coaches have Miami at 7, Clemson is 8.
They're just still creating hype for that game during the season. That's gonna be a really good game. That's gonna decide who's gonna go.
And then I'm looking at they got South Florida's 13 in the coaches poll.
Yeah, they're on the way up, man. Up and up. But they ain't playing nobody yet.
That's true.
But I mean, they're still undefeated.
So I mean, so you agree with those rankings right now?
Besides Oklahoma State, I don't really disagree too much. Penn State being number 2.
I like the fact that right now all the guys in the top 5 are undefeated. I like that.
I do like Georgia a little better than Penn State, to be honest, because Georgia has a better running game and a better quarterback, and they're playing better teams.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, what's going to happen in the Big Ten now that they've been blowing out all the little dogs, now that the big dogs about to start going head-to-head, so you're going to see a lot of change-up in the Big Ten rankings. You know, more than likely, Ohio State will just somehow always be around. Wisconsin, they always slip up once. They do. I think it's going to remain Penn State and Ohio State are going to be the main factors in that conference.
So, since we got some time left, I figured we'll talk about this baseball thing. Now, our resident baseball expert over here has been sitting there kind of quiet since all his teams have pretty much got destroyed. And
on one team.
So, we got Houston playing the Yankees. We're going to drop this on Wednesday, so by the time you hear this, we will know if the Houston went up 3-1 or Yankees managed to tie it up. And then I think the Dodgers are playing tonight, right, too? Mm-hmm. They're playing Chicago. Right now, they lead 2 up on Chicago right now. Yeah. So, who do you see going to the World Series, man? Out of those 4 teams?
Well, I'm just gonna say
if you don't say the Yankees, I'm gonna throw your hat in the garbage.
You know it's not.
Well, yeah,
it better be the Yankees.
I was gonna say Astros.
This is the Brooklyn Bombers, baby.
It's gonna be. I think the Astros are gonna pull it out. I think the Astros will be there.
Why? Because they play in Minute Maid Park.
Nah, I don't think where they play. But I think it'll be Astros and Dodgers. Honestly, Dodgers, they haven't let up. I mean,
they paid for like everybody on their team. Like they threw the most money in. They're like, here, take my money and run.
That's baseball. That's literally baseball.
Plus Magic Johnson. I mean, do you really want to get that guy another title?
I mean, I just think that's what's gonna happen. I don't know who's gonna win in the World Series, but Dodgers haven't let up. I think they're gonna get there for the National League. The series between the Yankees and the Astros though is interesting now because. Again, I think we talked about the other show or offline maybe, but the Yankees had to come through the wild card, win the wild card, then win the next series. Like they had to come from a good ways behind to even get to the playoffs.
So starting from the bottom, and now we're here.
They did have to start from the bottom. Aaron Judge, he's coming on at the right times.
All rise.
Right.
CC Sabathia in the last
champ
in the last 2 series.
The truth.
The last 2
he
series.
went to alcohol rehab, came back. The truth. Don't you sleep on him, son. He's gonna be up on the mound with his Timbs on, son.
They're not scared. That's the thing. Yankees aren't scared.
Nah, they ain't scared
because they came from the bottom. They're not supposed to even be there.
CC's like, I've been here before, son.
Right.
Like, what up?
When you're not supposed to be there, you don't have nothing to worry about.
No, that's the thing. They ain't supposed to be there. I mean, the fans expect them to be there, but they ain't really.
Right, fans always supposed to be there.
They ain't supposed to be there. Like don't get me wrong, they're looking good. They might take that series to 7. I can see that series going 7.
I mean, as long as they can survive another Verlander game, then they can win. But they're not. Those two, they're number 1 and number 2 pitchers. That's gonna close out the series.
Yeah, buddy. So also starting off tonight, well, the day before. I don't know when it's coming out. It's coming out Wednesday, I think. So
basketball. By
then, Kyrie would have met up with LeBron.
Is it Christmas yet?
No. No.
Because it's
actually because this preseason, man, they cut it short.
Did they?
Yeah, they cut it really short, man. And so right now, I don't know if y'all really been paying attention to it. So not only is LeBron might not be able to play, sprained ankle, so he's not playing against the Celtics. You got the Warriors playing against the Houston and Golden State. So I mean, I like the whole storyline with Chris Paul playing with James Harden right now. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be pretty good. Like those guys could actually score on people. Yeah. Chris Paul gives them a defensive mindset, because James Harden ain't gonna play now. Defense.
No, he's gonna take shots.
It was like his playbook is offense and then score more offense.
Points and more points.
Yeah, it's like, okay. That's why they brought in fucking the Tony. And then the day after, you got the process playing against Washington. You know, Joel Embiid managed to get a gigantic contract and only played 32 games in 3 years.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
Finesse.
Guaranteed, though.
That's the thing. I'm like, dude, like, how?
Guaranteed, bro. It's NBA. Guaranteed.
Let's see. Miami's playing Orlando. I mean, I don't really care about those games. I mean, Milwaukee's playing against Boston. I want to see the Greek Freak versus Kyrie. That'll be a good game right there. And then Denver at Utah. Denver just signed Richard Jefferson.
I saw that.
I like that sign. I like that. They give him the veteran presence
But,
who actually won a fucking championship. He knows what to do.
He knows what to do, but he's still going to be a 1-year guy, so I don't think his...
I think
too
for
much
just
to be
this year to
excited
get the
for.
cohesiveness for the team,
Yeah,
because you got Paul Millsap taking over that team now.
But see,
Even
I
less,
don't...
bro. It don't even.
I don't like the whole 1-year deals, you know, in basketball, because in my mind, they're not focused on the team. Yeah, they're gonna play, but they're not focused on getting that team to a good spot to maybe.
You don't think they're gonna play for a contract for next year though? If they show out this year, showing like, yo, this is what I'm able to do for your team.
I'm okay. Let me take Andre Iguodala for example. He was a 1-year deal. He was a 1-year deal,
Yeah.
and he actually did pretty good that season. And next year, nothing. Offered him a contract, and he still went to Golden State.
I mean, when you go,
After we lost to Golden State in the playoffs with him.
when you go to Golden State, too?
I mean,
everybody else want to go to Golden State. I go to
Yeah.
Golden State right now.
Everybody else want to ring.
Look at Swaggy P. He went to Golden State, and he was talking shit about him like months before. Minnesota's playing San Antonio. Problem with San Antonio is they don't have Kawhi Leonard. He's still out because Zaza decided to step under his foot when the man's trying to land down on the ground.
Yeah, dirty.
I like the Timberwolves right now. They got what's that boy's name? Jimmy Buckets, Cat, Andrew Wiggins. They got a squad out there. San Antonio did manage to re-sign LaMarcus Aldridge to a 2-year deal with a 3rd-year option, and they got Rudy Gay out there. Everybody sleeps on Rudy Gay. Resurgence here, baby. Resurgence here.
I mean, it's a good thing they play 82 games. I mean,
It's a good thing Pop is their coach. That's why. Because that signing doesn't even matter.
And on Thursday, if y'all don't hear from me, it's probably because I'm crying in the corner because my New York Knicks got completely demolished by the Oklahoma City Thunder.
so
You know what's
is
gonna
that
happen. First game them all together, it's gonna look like an all-star game.
Dude, it's like,
It's gonna be throwing
Dude,
out.
Carmelo's gonna ball out.
dude, Michael Beasley's talking about he's the next LeBron. Well, he's up there with LeBron and Kevin Durant. I'm like, maybe when you was coming out of college.
Oh, Beasley is saying that
He
he's
said that shit.
Beasley, because when he came out of college, he was good.
he was, but he's
But
no-
he
But
had
that good?
yeah, he's never been that good. Even coming out of college, he's never been that good.
I'm just saying, we have Jared Jack. We have
Who? Mike Jones?
we have Kristaps Porzingis.
Okay.
We have
Yeah.
Frank Nittlin.
That is,
We have Enes Kanter,
I
the
feel
man of the people.
Who? Mike
Right.
Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
That's gonna be the walkout song for the entire
Right.
thing. Like,
I'm just saying, man. I mean, we can always sub in Spike Lee. I'm pretty sure he can run the. They're not running the zone anymore. They're not
Let's
running.
still get out there, man.
right, Spike Lee and his fucking old woman, no clothes and
Hats.
shit. Yeah, he wears on the sideline.
I just feel like this year is gonna be.
Church clothes.
Right.
It's so bad that I'm legitimately thinking about rooting for the Nets because
Really?
The Nets
No
are
better.
worse. The Nets are worse.
they're better than the Knicks.
What does that mean?
That
I gotta
doesn't
root for a
mean-
New York
that
team.
doesn't
I
say
have to
anything.
root for a team in New York.
I mean, I feel like the Nets still,
Better find you
the
a
Nets still are closer to New
team.
Jersey than they are Brooklyn.
But they're in Brooklyn. They literally say Brooklyn on the jersey.
Find you an AAU team
That was
in New
forced,
York
though.
to follow.
That was forced.
Have root for the Drew League, the entire
Something,
Drew League.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Root for Syracuse and
The
college
Brooklyn Nets were
basketball.
forced.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just tired of seeing, like, just losing seasons year after year after year. It's
Nobody-
like James Dolan will not sell the team.
Nobody built around Melo when he was there.
They didn't even want to build around Patrick Ewing. Like, what are you talking
That's
about?
the problem.
Yeah.
They don't want to build around. Like, all right, one guy can do it. Don't worry about it.
Charles Oakley, whatever. Don't
but
care. You'd
I
like
mean-
throw punches.
Patrick Ewing was also playing against Jordan. And,
She's playing against all legends.
yeah.
Well, according to those cats on ESPN, Jordan's not the best player of all time.
Well, that's because we're fucking. I don't know what world we're living in.
People just don't, man. I don't know. Besides being stupid, I think that
I
they just want to get. They don't want to give him his dues.
Yeah.
Ever since LeBron went and got those hair plugs, they're gonna be all nuts.
Oh my God.
So, if you like basketball talk, man, you know you can hit me up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do the Double T in the morning on YouTube. You know, I'll put in the show notes. Baseball's about to wrap up, so we might talk about it here and there. Might cover a little bit better next year.
Yeah, possibly.
I really didn't watch it. Hockey, soccer, U.S. team just garbage. Lost to Trinidad and Tobago. How do you have a 3% chance of losing and
And
lose.
lose. All you had to do was score a goal. You didn't have to win.
No, they could have tied it and still made it to the World Cup. They had to, I think it was Honduras had to beat Mexico. Like some other like crazy shit had to happen. Another team had to beat another team to keep the U.S. out of the World Cup.
Bro, they had a 97% chance of winning.
No, I know.
What are you doing? Those are the best odds ever.
Yeah.
But soccer's up and coming in the United States, though. But
No,
we
it's
can't make
not.
the World Cup. I know that's
I
what,
mean,
that's what they're saying.
Not for
The only time people care about is during the World Cup.
Exactly.
Now we don't care.
We don't care at all.
on the female side.
Oh yeah,
Our
rock.
team is amazing.
Oh, they rock
Our team
out
is
there.
amazing. Like for
Because they're
I don't
bigger
want
than
it to
everybody.
I don't want to sound like sexist or anything like that, but like for females in our country, like soccer.
Are you
is,
saying they can't run routes? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Harris?
He's setting them up,
Is that what you're saying, Stephen
About to
Harris?
get the page taken down, man. Watch.
I'm saying they. Can
The one wearing the Just Do It shirt with the Broncos hat?
I'm saying they can kick some balls, which is what they have to do in the country a lot. You know,
Oh, so you're saying that's all they're good for is kicking balls?
Oh my
this
god.
motherfucker.
Setting you up, bro. You on an island now.
But no, we love the women's soccer team because they actually do ball out.
No,
they really do.
They really do. They're the one good only soccer team in our country. But
They should be the only soccer team. They should represent the U.S. in everything.
Yeah.
Them and the
World
female
Cup,
gymnastics
males,
team.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are, and the female swimming team too now.
Yeah.
They on the up come like they ball. The female
Yeah.
track team. I know I'm jumping all over the spot, but
oh, in the Olympics,
Tori Bowen.
Goddamn.
Oh my god, she is fast.
They were burning everybody.
Ooh.
As expected.
So yeah, so
It's that milk.
I'm definitely going to be covering the WNBA next year because that whole little rivalry between the Lynx and the Sparks is getting good.
I feel like those are the only teams in the WNBA.
Hey man, don't sleep on the Las Vegas fucking Stars.
Oh my goodness.
Mike
Yeah.
Jones?
Yes.
Well, they were the who? They were the San Antonio Stars, but they moved to Las Vegas.
I didn't know WNBA teams moved.
Yeah.
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 This guy is killing me.
Look at you. First you say women can't run routes, and then you're hating on women basketball. That's jacked up, bro. That's jacked up.
Okay, disclaimer. I'm not hating. I'm sorry.
No, he's hating. He's a hater because they don't have a Denver team. Well, I actually think they do have a Denver team.
No,
But yeah.
I'm kind of being a dick, so apologize to you.
So yeah, check out the Turtle Show coming on Thursdays. Check out the Double T Morning Show on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Top of the Key. If I decide to write it, it'll be every Tuesday. I've been kind of lazy lately since everything's starting up, and there's a lot of video games coming out. So
And there's a lot of video games coming out. Sorry.
So this was a Turf Toe Show overtime, almost as long as a regular Turf Toe Show.
yeah, Double T over Z. It's like that Buffalo game.
Right.
7 OTs.
Well, that's it, yeah, 7 overtimes, most in history.
Never ending.
71 to 68 is a basketball game.
So I'm gonna go get me some Chipotle. So
Yeah.
till next time, guys.
All right.
Bye.
We out.
Yeah.